What happens when a cop pulls over who knows the law better than they do?
Your license, registration, and...
So again, what law did I break?
Imagine a cop stopping someone with full confidence, only to realize they've just picked a fight they can't win.
Traffic.
It's a federal law. You don't know the law.
Here are instances where the table turns and the law gets quoted back at cops. Number 1. When a cop got schooled by a Navy officer, this motorist riding through Ramona, California, was not expecting an encounter with someone like this.
You can't be passing on the right like that, dude. You're allowed to split lanes, but you can't pass on the right.
Does it say that in the statute?
That should do what?
For lane splitting, lane sharing.
Yeah, you can't pass on the right, bro. It's
Okay,
Yes,
does it say that in this lane sharing statute?
I don't know what the lane sharing statute is.
So the rules governing.
There's not 2 lanes. So if there's 2 lanes, so let's just say...
What the motorist thought would be a routine interaction turned into a situation in which they had no idea what they were talking about. On that warm August afternoon, he was pulled over by a state trooper. The reason? You can't pass on the right. That sounds a little absurd, right? And so does the motorist. And he knew whatever he did aligned with the law. But the trooper, blind in his authority, wasn't backing down. But the motorcyclist was no ordinary rider. He had done his homework. Calmly, he pulled out his phone, and that's when things went south.
Hey, come here for a second. This is the DMV website. California law does not allow or prohibit motorcycles from passing other vehicles proceeding in the same direction within the same lane. Within the same lane. Has nothing to do with 2 lanes. I was within the same lane. I wasn't past the white line.
All right, I'm not gonna argue, man. Can you read that again? I'm sorry.
Sure. Well, here, you read it right there. California law does not allow or prohibit, that means I'm allowed to do it, from passing other vehicles proceeding in the same direction within the same lane. A practice often called lane splitting, lane sharing, or filtering. Lane sharing.
He showed the officer the California DMV website, proving himself right. But instead of admitting his mistake, he doubled down. He demanded the rider's license and registration, but the trooper didn't know he was digging his pit.
Okay, what is your cause for pulling me over and asking for my information?
Man, unsafe passing within the lane, dude.
No, I'm just showing you the law.
Bro, listen to me. I'm not here to argue with you. I just need your license, registration, insurance, okay?
Okay, and I'm asking you for what purpose?
I just told you, because you're passing vehicles within the same lane on the right.
That's allowed.
Safe passing on the right. I'm not talking about lane splitting. You're not splitting lanes. You're passing vehicles on the right.
Okay, this literally just says lane sharing.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about splitting lanes on the right. You're not allowed to pass.
To ask me for that information, I have to have broken the law, correct?
Correct.
Okay, great, thank you, great. Okay, this is being recorded. So, if I have to provide you my information, I want to know what law I broke, because I clearly just showed to you, this is from the California DMV.
Oh.
You are misinterpreting and misunderstanding the law, man.
There's also a law that says you cannot pass unsafely on the right.
Okay, so I have this on tape. Show me where I passed unsafely.
I will. Let me see your license, registration, and...
So again, what law did I break?
Knowing the law well enough, he just stuck with one thing. If no law was broken, no ID was required, but that only grew the officer's frustration. And see what he did next.
You look it up. I got time. I'm my own boss, all right? Why don't you look it up, and if I broke the law, not your interpretation of it, if you need to get a sergeant or somebody else here, do so. I'll gladly hand you my information.
You're riding a motorcycle,
Yep.
and you don't have a license in California.
Yep.
So is the vehicle going to get towed, or are you going to provide me with your information?
I'll tell you what, if you want to tow it, then we can end up in court.
Okay.
That's fine. Go for it. Get a supervisor here, get somebody else here. I'll call my lawyer.
Right.
Because you already know who I am. What information do you want? Well, hey,
All you do is show me your license, man.
no, I don't. I don't have to show you my license. What crime did I commit? What crime did I commit?
We're done here, brother.
Great. So 4 officers, all these resources for a crime that never got committed. And you learned something. Hey, man, you guys stay safe.
He called for backup because his ego wouldn't allow him to let this go. But when his sergeant finally arrived, the ruling was clear. No ticket, no violation, no authority to detain. So the trooper was just wasting his 30 minutes arguing a case that he lost already. Number 2, a young attorney teaching a police officer.
No, I'll keep recording, thank you. It's my right. I will look. You're a police officer on duty. I can record you. And if you come to this side of the vehicle, I can keep recording you.
Turn it off.
I can keep recording you.
Turn it off. You take it, Jay.
For recording you, I'm sitting in my car holding my phone. What is the law? What are you arresting me for? I'm sitting here in my car. I'm just recording in case anything happens. I'm surrounded by 5 police officers.
You're being a jerk.
I'm scared right now. I'm not being a jerk. I'm recording it in case anything happens. I know my rights.
Hey, I hope so. I know what the law is.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man.
And an Uber driver.
You want my bar card?
Do police officers manage to lie just to make their job easy? Yes, it does happen when the common people are unaware of the laws that rule them. An attorney general, who is also an Uber driver, never thought that he would have to deal with an arrogant officer on that day. When the attorney started recording the incident, the cop became uncomfortable despite the recording being right of him. Things got even messier when the cop dared to call the attorney a jerk. A later realization was nothing helpful for the officer to escape from an internal investigation that cost him too much in his career. Number 3, cop getting taught on an international law. This police officer didn't know that he would have to mug up some international laws on the road today.
The reason I'm stopping you is because you don't have any license plates on this car.
Okay.
Any reason for that?
I'm from Dubai. It's my license plate right there.
Okay, but you're not in Dubai.
I'm visiting as a tourist.
Well, no, you're not visiting as a tourist if you brought a car with you.
But the tourist explained the obvious. The car was registered in Dubai, legally shipped for temporary use under international regulations. But the officer wasn't ready to back down.
We ship the cars, we get a permit, and
You don't have a permit.
what you need is a carnet.
What's that?
A carnet. It's a very rare thing. I know you're confused, but we
No,
fly
I'm
them.
not confused.
We get a EPA exemption,
Pardon me?
a EPA exemption, and then a carnet de passage.
Do you have any of that?
Of course, yeah. I'm gonna provide
You
everything.
have something that says you can drive this car on the road?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at that.
Of course. So it's gonna be a lot of documents. I'll give you one by
Because
one.
I think what you're talking about is the ability to import this. And what I'm talking about is registering it.
No. Well,
You have your driver's license with you.
yeah. I'm just trying. It's a temporary import.
It's
and
a
then
what?
It's a temporary import. It's not a permanent thing. We fly our cars here, we do our trips, and we fly them back. That's how it works. I know it's confusing, but
No, it's not confusing. It's very simple.
no.
All
So,
right. If you have some sort of import,
Yeah.
that's to get it into the country. Okay.
I'll
Let me see what you have that says you can drive it on the road in Oregon.
You understand in a second.
Pardon me?
You're gonna understand in a second.
I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about right now.
So this is my permit. It's an international federal agreement.
Okay.
And I'm gonna provide you with a driver's license in a second.
Do you have your insurance with you?
Yes, sir. So this would be the international driver's license, which they come as a package. There you go. The other part is inside it as well. This would be the registration of the vehicle.
What is this?
The registration of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I need is proof of insurance.
Sure.
This is
So the
this is Canada? Okay.
no, sir.
There you go.
This is UAE.
I need your insurance.
All right. Why are you so defensive? I'm trying
Pardon
to.
me?
Why are you so defensive? I'm trying to.
No, I'm just asking for these documents and you won't quit talking about other stuff.
No, sir. I provide you everything
I
you've
want
asked
your
for.
insurance, okay?
I provided you.
I don't need anything else right now.
Sure. You just asked me for the document.
Pardon me?
You just asked for a document. I provided you, and I'm gonna provide you the insurance in a second, sir. There you go,
This is not insurance.
sir. On the bottom, you can read it. It's insurance. The policy number is there as well.
Where are you taking this car?
I'm going to Canada.
We're going where?
I'm going to Canada, Vancouver.
Where did you import the car into?
From Canada, I drove it in here. I do a road trip every 2 years.
You do a what trip?
Imagine you want to drive your car in Europe. What do? You ship your car there, you drive it for a month, and you ship it back.
No, that's not what I do. Okay, look. You
What is your question, officer? I can answer your question.
look,
Yes, sir.
here's your stuff here. You got to get a temporary permit, okay? I have another call I have to go to.
Sir,
be
you don't-
safe pulling out into
It's
traffic.
a federal law. You don't know the law.
But his confidence started to shatter when the tourist started to show each document that proves both international and U.S. federal law. The more the tourist explained, the clearer it became. The officer had no idea what he was talking about. Soon the officer realized that he was on the other side of the argument and gave up. Giving the license back to the tourist, he just abruptly walked away. So when cops mess with the wrong person who is armed with facts, there's only one way it ends: with the officer walking away while justice stands tall. If you're as fired up about these events as we are, hit that like button, share with your fellows, and subscribe for more related content. Make sure you are fighting the good fight. We'll see you in the next video.